Learn Winning Blackjack Part Number 6. Insurance and Even Money. If the dealer turns an up card of an ace, he will offer insurance to the players. Insurance bets can be made by betting up to half your original bet amount in the insurance betting stripe in front of your bet. The dealer will check to see if he has a 10 value card underneath his ace, and if he does have blackjack, your winning insurance bet will be paid at odds of 2 to 1. You'll lose your original bet, of course, unless you also have a blackjack, so the net effect is that you break even, assuming you bet the full half bet for insurance. This is why the bet is described as insurance, since it seems to protect your original bet against a dealer blackjack. Of course, if the dealer does not have blackjack, you'll lose the insurance bet and still have to play the original bet out. The situation is often thought to be different when you have a blackjack. The dealer is likely to offer you even money instead of the insurance bet. This is just the same old insurance bet with a simplification thrown in. I will always take even money and will never take insurance. The reason that I will always take even money is because my main goal is to win money, and winning even money is better than taking a push if the dealer has blackjack. Cashing in your chips. When you're finished playing each session, you'll want to take your chips to the cashier to exchange them for cash. If you have groups of smaller value chips in front of you, the dealer will probably want to color up your chips. This simply means exchanging groups of smaller value chips for larger value chips. Wait until the end of a hand, then simply push your chips out in front of you between the betting circles, so it can't be confused for a bet, and announce color in. The dealer will take your chips, count them down, and return to you a smaller stack of chips of equal value. You can take these to the cashier for cash, or to another table for more play. Basic strategy. As I mentioned before, you do not have to make any decisions at the casino. Whatever situation you encounter, you know ahead of time, and are prepared to act in a manner that will give you the very best advantage. So it is with any combination of cards while you are sitting at the table. First, understand this: you are only in competition with the dealer. What other players do or do not do at the table does not affect you in any way. I've seen players actually get mad at other players because of something they have done to put themselves to a disadvantage, like splitting some 10-point cards, or not hitting 16 when the dealer had a king up. Don't distract yourself with what other players are doing. Just pay attention to your cards and the dealer's cards. Basic strategy gives you the very best odds to play every hand on a consistent basis. One more major rule. I have one more rule that I never break. I don't drink alcohol while I'm playing or between sessions of wagers. There will be plenty of times to party after you win the loot. Comps and rewards. The casinos will reward you with many different things just for playing in their casino. When you go to the casino for the first time, you will want to sign up for their casino card. When you play at different table games, by showing your card to the pit boss at the table, he or she will chart your play, and based on the amounts that you bet and the time that you play, you will earn either credits or points that can be redeemed for many different things. Things like complimentary meals, complimentary hotel stays, show tickets and parties, salon and spa services, retail and golf merchandise, RV camping, gasoline, gifts on your birthday, alcoholic beverages, and more. Just use your casino card every time you play to qualify for these special offers and more. And it doesn't matter if you have won money or lost money, they still give you comps. Just check at the information desk when you receive their casino card. They will be more than happy to explain how you earn your comps. I can't begin to tell you just how many free rooms, free ultimate dining experiences, free drinks, free gasoline, and free gifts that I have received in my many years of gambling. Most of the time, when I go to a casino, I never spend any money other than the money that I have set aside to gamble with. Just remember to show your card at every table that you play at, and the free comps and rewards will come your way too. A final word. Study, study, study. Learn, 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 and above all, don't deviate from the rules. All the parts are synergistic to make a complete winning system. See you on the beaches of the world. Appendix. Blackjack Glossary. Ace is the only card that can have two values, either 1 or 11. An ace is required for a blackjack, along with a 10, jack, queen, or king. Action: the total money wagered during a session. Anchor the seat to the dealer's right, and the last player to be dealt, also known as third base. Banker in blackjack. The dealer serves as the banker, the person who takes the bets, collects the money, and pays the winner. Bankroll, the total amount of money a player takes to the casino to be used playing games. Basic strategy. A playing strategy intended to minimize the house's edge and representing the best plays based on the player's first two cards and the dealer's face-up card. Betting. Circle the area on the blackjack table immediately in front of each player where the player places his wager. Black chip, $100 chip. Blackjack, 2 cards, initially dealt, before any draws, totaling 21. An ace and a 10, jack, queen, or king. Break, a hand exceeding a total point value of 21, also known as a bust. Burn cards, 1 or more cards that the dealer discards and removes from play immediately after shuffling and cutting the deck. Bust, a hand exceeding a total point value of 21, also known as a break. Cut, split the deck in two before the cards are dealt. Cut card, a solid colored plastic card used to cut the decks after shuffling. Deal, distribute the cards. Discard tray, a tray controlled by the dealer that holds all the cards that have been burned, discarded, or played. Draw out a card to the dealer's or player's current hand. Double down. Rules on doubling down vary by casino, but generally doubling down involves doubling a bet after the initial 2 cards are dealt. The player places an additional wager equal to the original wager and gets exactly 1 additional card. Double for less when allowed, same as double down, except that the player can place an additional bet for less than the original wager. Early surrender rule, allowing the player to lose half the bet when a dealer shows an ace or 10 before peeking to determine if he or she has a natural 21. Even money, anytime a player receives 1-to-1 odds. When a player is dealt a blackjack and the dealer is showing an ace, the player has the option of taking 1-to-1 or even money before the dealer shows his or her card. Face cards, jacks, queens, and kings, each with a point value of 10. Face down game. The first or both initial cards are dealt face down, so that only the player knows the value of the face down cards. This happens frequently in 1-deck blackjack, but rarely in a 6 or 8-deck shoe game. Face-up game. Both initial player cards are dealt face-up. First base, the position at the table that is to the dealer's immediate left. This is the first player to receive a card. Flat bet. When a player wagers the same amount of money on each hand without variation, he or she is placing flat bets. Green chip, $25 chip. Hard hand, a hand without an ace, or a hand with an ace where the ace is valued at 1 point. Heads up, also known as heads on, playing blackjack head-to-head with the dealer, a game with no other players at the table. Hit, to add an additional card to the hand after the initial deal. Hole cards, face down cards, the value of which is known only to the person holding the cards. House, the casino. House percentage, the house's edge over the player. Insurance, an additional side bet, up to 1/2 of the original bet, available to players after the initial deal when the dealer shows an ace. If the dealer turns up a natural 21, the player with insurance is paid 2-to-1 on the insurance bet, but will lose the original bet if it is not another blackjack. Late surrender, the player gives up the hand and only loses half the bet, allowed after the initial cards are dealt and the dealer determines that he or she does not have a natural 21. Natural, a hand that equals 21 immediately after the deal, specifically an ace and a card with a value of 10, also known as blackjack. Pair 2, initially dealt cards of identical numerical value. Pat hand, a hand with a point value between 17 and 21. Peek, if the dealer's up card is an ace, he or she will peek at the whole card to determine if the hand is a blackjack. Point count, the total value of the hand and the end of the hand. Push tie hand, where the dealer's hand and the player's hand have the same value and the wager is returned to the player, also known as a draw, tie, or standoff. Red chip, $5 chip. Settlement, at the end of the hand, when bets are resolved and either the dealer or the player takes the chips. Shoe, the box that holds the cards that are not yet dealt. Shuffle up, shuffling the cards prematurely to annoy and discourage suspected card counters. Soft hand A hand containing an ace where the ace can be counted as 11 without exceeding a total point value of 21, i.e. ace, 9 equaling 20. Split hand when a player is dealt cards of equal numerical value, A through 9, or both 10s, Js, Qs, or Ks. He or she has the ability to split the cards into two hands and place an additional wager equal to the original wager on the second hand. Stand to refuse an additional card. Surrender the option of giving up your hand, losing only half your bet. 10 value card any card with a value of 10, king, queen, jack, or 10. Third base the seat to the dealer's right and the last seat to be dealt. Tie the dealer and the player have a hand with an identical numerical value, and no one wins or loses. Also known as push or standoff. Up card A dealer's face-up card. This now concludes part number 6 and the final part of Learn Winning Blackjack. Thank you for watching this and all 6 parts of Learn Winning Blackjack. You are now well on your way of receiving all of the information that we are sharing with you. All of the information that will make you a consistent winner when you are at a casino. Remember, you must learn, 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 and study, study, study until you have the entire winning strategy memorized completely before you ever step foot in a casino to wager on blackjack tables. For the somewhat knowledgeable blackjack player, some of the topics that we are sharing with you may seem trivial. However, this information is extremely important to the novice player. We ask you to be patient, as there are very important topics that will help you with the winning strategy. I personally have used this winning system for over 30 years and have enjoyed many comps from many different casinos as well as many times of winning sessions. In a nutshell, I receive free room comps, free dining credits, free shows, and many more offers to enjoy, and all at no direct cost. Please share this video with your friends, like, and subscribe, and don't forget to click on the notification bell, and you will be notified when I upload future parts of this amazing winning strategy. Remember, you can pause or watch this video, as well as all of the videos from Learn Winning Blackjack, as often as you would like until you have the strategy memorized. Thank you, and have a great time when you finally go to the casino.